Hey guys, and welcome back to Manga Man 02. I'm your host, Manga Man, and today I'm going to be recapping / discussing Happiness, chapters 1 through 24. So let's hop straight into it. Pretty much lately in Japan, or in this, Japan, in the city of Tokyo, on the streets, pretty much people have been disappearing and dying mysteriously, and nobody really knows why. It's a story about a kid named Makoto, who is pretty much a normal kid, but normal things like getting bullied. He's trying to pass by life. Him and his friend every day has to get lunch for this popular kid, and these popular kids, they pretty much like make them go get lunch for them and stuff. So one day he's, at home, has a DVD, so he has to return it, and he walks the streets alone, and he's attacked by a vampire girl named Nora. Now, after he's attacked by a vampire girl named Nora, he slowly starts to notice the effects and stuff. His parents get concerned because he never acted like this before, and he slowly turns into a vampire. Now, afterwards, a vampire attacks him again. And he's attacked by another vampire, and that vampire who attacked him attacks Yuki. Yuki is the bully, but he sort of formed a friendship with Yuki because previously he helped Yuki from getting jumped by his old gang. Afterwards, Yuki goes missing, and his body is found, but he runs away from home after pretty much he couldn't control it, but he killed his mother. Makoto pretty much doesn't know what to do because everything is going crazy. But Makoto met Gosho. Gosho is this girl who, he became friends with mainly because they had a bond. Her brother died and she kind of want to protect him, but she doesn't know that he's a vampire. While Yuki is on the run, Makoto doesn't know what to do, so Makoto finds Nora, the girl who turns him to a vampire. While he does that, Yuki is on the run. The bully, the former bully, he's on the run. He doesn't know where to go because he killed his mom. And Gosho, she doesn't know where to go, so she finds this guy who's obsessed with vampires and just seems like bad news, and she trusts him. Now Makoto, he pretty much goes out there and looks for Nora, and once he finds her, she says run away with him, and he's like, no, I can't run away. And she's like, there's nothing else to do. So he goes back to find Yuki, and Yuki had nowhere else to go. So while Yuki was on the run, he found his girlfriend Neo, and he pretty much, he stayed over at her place. After staying over at her place, her parents walk in and see him, and they pretty much like, who the heck is this bastard? What is he doing? And he attacks and kills both of her parents. After killing both of his girlfriend's parents, Yuki runs away, but after running away, he finds Nora and stuff, and they ask him to go and stuff, but he refuses, so he leaves. So Nora and Makoto leaves him, and he's on the run again and stuff like that. While all this is happening, Gosho of course forms an alliance with this guy, and the mysterious man in a coffee shop, she asks him, Gosho, she asks him, I'll bring you to my friend if you can help him. So first she brings him to Yuki, but turns out this dude is bad news. He's obsessed with vampires. He worshipped them and stuff. Yuki goes completely nuts, and he has no redeemable qualities. So he lets this crazy man stab Gosho in the neck, and she pretty much tries to crawl away. While that is going down, back with Nora and Makoto, they pretty much run away together, but then a group of secret agents start shooting them around, and they shoot and kill Nora, and pretty much Makoto is captured and begin to get experimented on. Now from beginning to end, I would say it had a nice flow to it. Everything was sort of like you were wondering what's gonna happen next. What I will say is some people compare it to Tokyo Ghoul because of the vibe, and I can see the similarities, but this thing sort of holds off on its own. Nothing will go back to normal. I'm sort of telling you this now because everything gets sort of worse. And not in a plot way, but like everything gets crazier. He doesn't become just some vampire kid. It is like psychological, sort of drama based, but it focuses on sort of its intensity, and it's very intense and very sort of, you can really read through it fast. Now, one thing that I did like was the art. Even though the art wasn't, the greatest thing, it is actually very detailed and some of the best art that I've seen recently. I like the way it has a psychological feel to it, with some stuff being very psychedelic in its art, and I really enjoyed the art. The art was enjoyable, the characters were, and sort of the way that everything went was very good. Now, of course, there was a cliffhanger after it, which I'll reveal, in my part 2 to this, but pretty much it left you anticipated. What I have to say about this, about Nora getting shot, is that I hope, because even afterwards I'm not sure, is that I hope Makoto, reappears, because, they shift the tone. It doesn't focus on Makoto anymore, focus on Gosho, which is interesting. And I would like to see more of like, what's his mental state now? Is he mentally stable? Do things actually get better, even though it seems like they only get worse from this point? What happens? Is there more vampires and stuff like that? And sort of the outside reaction to it and stuff like that. But you get really internal with these characters in their past. So overall, if I was giving it a rating, I would have to say maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10, or maybe even a 6, somewhere ranging from a 6 to 8 out of 10, for mainly 2 reasons. One is it's very fun to read. It's very like quick to read through, in the art. So of course, with a fun story plus art, that's already very good. And third reason why it gets that score is because it leaves me like clinging to my chair. Like, it leaves me sort of ready to read the next one, because it's very interesting, and it also makes you anticipate what will happen to the characters. Will they make it through and stuff like that, or will they ever, succeed? It really makes you like anticipate. Okay, so thanks for watching my recap. I will upload the second one, and also I would like to say that at the end of every video, sort of every time, I will reveal a book of the week, which will be a book that I will either be reading that week or maybe reviewing. So yeah, thank you for watching.